So this lesson is about combined or composite area. So a combined figure is a shape that is the combination of several simpler shapes. And to find the area, we're going to divide it into its simple shapes. So if I look at this one, I could actually draw a line across here and a line across here, and I make two rectangles and a square. And if I found the area of each piece, then that would allow me to find the area of the whole thing. So if I look at that shape a little bit more in detail in example 1, and we draw that line across, that gives me a rectangle on the top. So rectangle is base times height, so 8 times 3 is 24. Now I look at the bottom one. Again, we draw our line in, we have 8 times 3, we have 24. The harder part is that little square in the middle. So I see that this whole side over here is 12, and I know this part is 3, and I know the top part is 3. So if I do 12 minus 6, I find out that this is 6 tall. And then on the bottom, I can see that this bottom is 8, and the top here is 4, so 8 minus 4 tells me this is 4. So now take your base and your height, and you get 24 again. So to find the area of this whole shape, all we have to do is add 24 plus 24 plus 24, and we get the final area, which would give us a total of 72 centimeters squared. But now look at example 2. So one of the things we have to determine is what shapes that we see in the picture. So in this picture, I see this bottom piece is a rectangle, and I see that this top piece is half of a circle. So we have two shapes that we have to find the area of. So the rectangle is just going to be base times height. So if I do rectangle equals 10 times 8, I get that that rectangle is 80. And now I need the half circle at the top. So the circle is pi r squared. So if I look at this, the radius we learned yesterday is halfway across. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we're going to have pi 5 squared, which is 25 pi. And then I just have to do 25 times the pi button, which gives me a total of 78.5. And then the final step, since this is all shaded, it's all the same color, is to add these two numbers together. So when I add them together, we're going to get 158.5 centimeters squared. So that would be the total area of the rectangle plus the half of a circle. Now looking at number 3, hopefully you can see that these are not the same color this time. So when they are the same color, like example 2, we add the two shapes together. When they are different colored, then that's when we subtract the two areas. So in this one, we're going to find the area of the big rectangle. So in this case, we're going to take 14 times 15. So the rectangle is 14 times 15, and that gives us a total of 210. And then we're going to find the area of the triangle. So then I need the area of this piece. So for that piece, we still need base times height. So we're going to use the 14 because that's going to be what the bottom is. The height is 6. So for the triangle, we're going to do 14 times 6, but it's a triangle, so we're going to divide by 2, which would give me a total of 42. Now these are different colored, so this time we're going to subtract the two numbers. So 210 minus 42 gives me a total of 168 centimeters squared. So that would be the area of the green shaded part of that rectangle. Now let's go ahead and look at the next example. So this example is again two rectangles. You have a big one and a small one. So we're going to find the area of the big one and then find the area of the little one. They're different colors, so again that means we're going to subtract. So the big one is just 15 times 8, which is going to give you 120. And then we're going to find the little guy. So the little guy is here, so that's just going to be the 5 times the 5, which is 25. Again, they're different colors, so that means you're going to subtract the two numbers, which gives you a total of 95 units squared. Why did I use units? Because it didn't tell me if it was centimeters, inches, or feet, so we just use units instead. Now let's look at the last example. So this one, again, they're different colors. That means we know we're going to subtract. And we have a triangle and a circle. So we're going to find the area of the triangle, and that is base times height divided by 2. So you're going to have 40 times 50 divided by 2, which is a total of 2,000. And then you're going to find the area of the circle. So the circle is pi r squared. Now 30 is all the way across. We only want halfway across, so 30 divided by 2 is 15. So pi 15 squared gives me a total of 225 pi's, and then I multiply by pi, and I get the total of the circle is 706.9, so 706.9. And then they're different colors. That means we're going to subtract. So you're going to take 2,000 minus 709.4, which gives you a grand total of 1290.6. So 1290.6 centimeters squared would be the area of the little shaded black corners.